Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez. I've got the sexy mamas in the building. And we're talking about a very tricky subject, co-parenting. Listen, it doesn't matter if you're married, if you got a baby daddy who don't do or if you have a boyfriend that's actually really in the picture. It is stressful. It ain't easy. And this conversation ain't easy unless I have a cocktail in my hand. So I'm going to the bar where my guy, Jason Hayes, has something beautiful prepared for me. What is this?
This right here is a Mezcal Raspberry Paloma. So with the subject of everything going on today, I figured we'll do something like this. The Mezcal is actually the parent of tequila. It came before tequila and things like that. So I figured, you know, why not bring it to the show?
All right, hand me that drink right now, because we're about to get into it. You're gonna have to show me how to make this later, though.
I'll show you.
I saw you muddling. But I've got my ladies on the couch, and they're ready to get into this conversation of co-parenting. So let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, let's talk with these beautiful mothers and friends of the Nightcap. We have Cindy Burbano.
Oh, no.
We have the spoiled Latina Yvonne Guidry. We've got my girl Sky Houston. And we have Stacy B.
Hey.
All right, we're all mamas. We all got our kiddos that we love and adore. How has co-parenting been for y'all? Cindy, let's start with you.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, Cindy.
Yeah, let's start with me. Why me? On my end, I think I was very open to do it, to try to do like, okay, the dad is present, he's not passed away, you know, he should be here and all that stuff. I feel like I make it easier, I'm more flexible. On the other end, it has been a struggle to try to get on board, to try to get, you know, the whole, you can call from this time to this time, but if it's 7:01, then he doesn't pick up, or if I call, then I'm sorry, my phone was off, you know, stuff like that. And then you depend a lot on, because my child is young, to try to communicate with my child, but I have to go through him. So it's been a struggle. It's hard to co-parent,
And
it's hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Hard. That is that answer there. Yvonne, you're a stepmom, and I consider if you're married with children, even if your spouse and you share a kid, you co-parent.
Yes.
It's not just an ex. You're co-parent when you have another figure present.
Yeah,
So,
I co-parent and I'm married.
Yeah.
So I co-parent my own son because we both have different lives. Like we both have busy lives. So like right now, it's like, okay, you're going to be there. You're going to pick him up. You're going to make sure he eats. When I get home, if you need to leave, go do that. And then come back. I'll take care of it. So for us, it's a lot of communication. Sometimes he doesn't believe in like what I say, or, you know, sometimes I don't think what he says is right, but we have to meet in the middle. We want to teach Anthony, you know, respect also between us. So
right, you want to show him a good example.
Yeah, we want to show him a good example, but we definitely argue about parenting stuff. Yeah,
I mean
really because we just got to meet in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sky, what's it like for you?
I'll have to say, I think I've had it easy the entire decade I've been a mom. While my household is the primary household, I get the upper hand on what happens, you know.
Really?
But my kid's father and I actually like each other, and we communicate well, and we're both still single, so we get to do it in a different way. We don't call each other co-parents, we're co-partners. And if you really like your partner and you want to see the best, like in business, he's my co-partner. So we talk about things lightly. It hasn't been really many tense moments with us in regards to the kid, because if I say something, he'll be like, well, he'll tell me what he thinks, but he acquiesces a lot to what I want since it's primary. But at the same time, I respect him higher. Like, I already think 2 steps ahead. I know his dad, so how will his dad feel about this? And it's nothing.
You take him into consideration.
I take him into consideration. And I have this motto for co-parenting or co-partnership. I was actually writing a book called The Baby Daddy Business, because I look at it as a business. How do I want to handle him? I have a thing I call the AIDA model. It's AIDA is an acronym for attention, intention, decision, and action. How do I get the actions out of him that I want? I've tried it. It is true. So I'm going to share those tips.
Come on. Y'all better go to Sky Houston. All right, Stacy, but what is co-parenting like for you?
Well, I feel like I'm one of those parents that I don't have to co-parent because the other parent isn't really actively involved. Now, my oldest son, he's 22. He's from a previous relationship, and his father remarried, everything. And we had great, excellent communication. I mean, like most people, you know, my son lived with me, so, you know, he was in agreement with most of the decisions I made, you know. But in this new life that I'm in, newer life, where I have to do everything like just like as a single mom, parenting is parenting. But, you know, I don't have to have any like hardships and arguing or decision making. You know, I have daughters, the younger two are daughters. And so like a lot of things that go on like with the girls' bodies and things like that, I'm able to, you know, take care of it the best that I can with their doctors and not have somebody who might not be as interested or doesn't understand to stall the process.
All right, well, ladies, we got to talk about dating. Because it's hard without kids, so it's even harder with them. All right, so you stay right there, because coming up next, we're talking about co-parenting while dating, or dating while co-parenting. And later, we got to figure out what kind of parents we are. So stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about co-parenting with the mamas. We have Cindy Burbano, Yvonne Guidry, Sky Houston, and Stacy B. I was about to call you Sky B. And Stacy B. Hey. So we talked about how it's been co-parenting, but now we got to talk about dating. Yvonne, you're married here.
Take me out on dates.
But take her out on dates. What has it been like being in the dating scene as a mom?
Hard. I was single for 6 years, so my daughter's 7. So for most of her life, I've just focused. Not that I wouldn't go like on a date here or there or anything like that. As far as like a relationship, I just, you know, entered one this year. Now I'm engaged, so hopefully we're gonna we're gonna get married. Yay. But it was hard. I felt guilty. I didn't want to leave her. I didn't want to bring anybody to ever meet her. If they were really not gonna get married, they're like, you don't need to meet John and Peter and Jeff one day. Like, I don't want her to grow up like that. Right. So I stopped myself from really finding love because I wanted to just focus on her. So
Moms do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sacrificed.
Yeah, my mom did it.
Yeah.
She never remarried. Her kids were her focus.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, Mom, you should have remarried.
Yeah, because then the kids leave.
Yeah, we left and she's by herself.
They leave the nest and then you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Sky, what's it like for you?
With me, for me dating, I had to make a decision not to date my kid's dad.
Nope.
Okay.
Let me take a drink.
Wait.
I mean, he does, of this group, he sounds like an amazing parent.
know.
Very present, very available, very willing
Very not
to
for
be
her.
hands-on.
I'm just wondering why you're not with him.
Wait, you sound like his ex-girlfriend. She was like, so Sky's such a great woman. Why are you with her? Why are you not with her? And the reason why she said that is because he would share tips to her to help her with her baby's dad. I guess he felt like I was doing a pretty good job with him. So he would share things, and I would send him like quarterly finances. Hey, here's our budget for the month. We have a family budget, no matter if he's here or there. Hey, here's the budget. This is what I need. This is what we're doing. And I would put everything on there just so back to that A in my motto, the awareness. He can't read my mind. We're states away. How I communicate everything under the sun that I could think of. But I had to make that decision, just like I had to make the decision not to date him. Like,
Why are you making the decision not to date him? He just sounds wonderful.
Yes.
He is wonderful. I'm wonderful as well.
Absolutely, yes.
What I decided was, and this is something you should decide even before you have a kid, our lifestyles are different. How I saw myself in the future, we were in the present, but how I saw my life for the future, his lifestyle didn't match the lifestyle I wanted and saw for myself later. And I would be putting up with some things that I didn't want for the sake of us being this unit, this nucleus for our kid. And I just knew I would be miserable.
Stacey, how are you approaching it?
Well, we know I had to go on a whole show to get
whole
me a date,
show,
honey.
ready to love, baby, ready to love.
But and that didn't work.
I was about to say, what happened?
But I'm much like you. Like, I've been single for 6-7 years post-divorce. I was just busy getting myself back together, getting my kids, getting us back in our own routine and our own lives. I mean, I don't know if I date or not. I guess we'll see. But I no one's met my children in all these years. And, you know, when I go out after I'm done with like everything that I need to do for them.
And it's funny because when I started dating my fiance, that's exactly what happened. So like he was, oh, I'll pick you up. He's trying to be a gentleman. And I'm like, nope, you could not come to my house. You don't know where I live. He was like, this is so weird. And then obviously I spoke about my daughter and he wanted to meet her. And I said, no, not until I know that this is really it, that this is a person that's going to stay in my life.
Right.
And then once they met, it's also important that she even liked him.
Yeah.
Because then that's another thing. I could have been like, he's wonderful. And she says, no, mommy, or I don't like him or whatever.
Yeah,
that would have
she
been
felt it
that
or
would have been
something.
it.
I think that's more of the reason why I don't date. My kid does not want me to date. Not even his dad. Like
Oh,
when
he's
his
done
daddy.
too much.
No.
But he's gonna leave and you're
He
gonna
is.
stay by yourself.
But think about it, for even his dad, he gets territorial when his dad is around. Because his dad, he used to try to flirt, and my kid would be like, don't touch my mom. Like,
But your mom needs some loving too.
yeah.
Meanwhile, my kids try to hook me up.
All right, this lady, this conversation is getting
Oh my
heated.
goodness!
All right,
I'm just
listen.
listening. Like, I don't know if I
Listen.
want to be single ever in my life.
No,
I can't be a single parent.
It's hard.
All
'cause
right,
then,
ladies,
then we
that's
have to
hard.
explain, like, I'm not a lady of the night. I just got to go out at night. But I need to be back before the morning. Like, I got
All
to
right,
curfew.
ladies.
Exactly.
Coming up next, we're gonna find out what kind of parent these ladies are. There's 4 different options. We're gonna find out coming up next. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about co-parenting with the beautiful mothers, but it's time to find out which type of parent these ladies are.
The best.
All right, we're gonna go through each one, and then you tell me after those 4 definitions which one you think you are. All right, first up we have permissive, rarely gives or enforces rules, overindulges to avoid conflict. That's permissive. Next we have authoritative, solves problems together with the child, sets clear rules and expectation, and there's open communication. Next we have neglectful, uninvolved, absent, indifferent, which is none of you ladies here. And lastly, we have the authoritarian, sets strict rules and punishments, one-way communicator. All right.
I'm the second one.
You're the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that we should communicate with our kids and have like this open dialogue, and so that way they can understand our reasoning, like why we said no or why we said yes. So yes, I'm that mom. I'm present. I'm gone a lot, but I'm present. And yeah, and we communicate with I communicate with my husband just to make decisions.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I think it's the same, like speaking with, in my case, with Chloe, trying to make her understand why she can't do this or why she can't do that, but also enforce rules. Like we can get along, but I'm not your friend. I'm still your mother, and then there's certain things and certain level of respect that needs to be there. So I do that.
I am the authority. So authoritative for sure. However, DNA is a thing. My kid has a really strong personality, and I see it early. So rather than try to make him listen to me, no, because I want to shape him as well. Like, you have to listen to authority to me now because you're going to be the authority one day.
Yeah.
And you're going to want people to respond to you this way. So I'm very clear in communication, not because I just want to rule him, although I do rule and reign as your mom, but I want to show you how to be a good leader later too. You're going to have kids one day. You're going to want them to listen to you.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Stacy, which of those 4 sound like you?
I'm with the ladies. I'm authoritarian, although I do say, like, this is a momocracy. Like, I believe in, like, open communication and, like, letting them, okay, I don't know how it was when y'all grew up, but I'm, like, from this, like, strict Catholic family, where it wasn't a lot of communication, and sometimes some of the first things you heard about certain subjects, you heard it outside,
friends,
right?
Yeah,
so
I know.
I always want to be the source that they can come to without judgment, although you will be judged.
I've tried, I've tried every mom. I've tried the praying mom, the crying mom, the hood mom, I've tried everything to see what my kid responds to, right? So what I found is he's very mental. I have to talk to him mentally. So my authoritativeness, because you're going to want to rule one day. Think about that.
Oh, okay. You feed in the ego. Like, this is your vision, and I'm helping you achieve this vision, kid.
Whatever you call it. Just listen, you're going to want to be in this spot soon, okay?
All right, before we
He's
go,
gonna be in
I
that
need to
spot.
hear a little bit more of Ada. Okay, because we talk about co-parenting, and so there's a lot of mamas and baby daddies out there listening.
That need to
So
pay attention
Ada,
to
I'm
Ada.
waiting for the book, but
Yeah.
but for now, what are the 4?
The first is attention. You got to get his attention. He's at a distance, and he has plenty of things he's filtering through in his day. So one, I got to get his attention. I used to get mad early on, new mom. He should know what I need. He should know. He cannot read a mind. So I need to get his attention in his day to make him, know something is in need, something is coming up, or just, hey, this is what's going on. The second one is intention. I have to be intentional about making sure he knows what's going on, and I have to be intentional about, I guess, how I say, feeding him what he should do. It's kind of like men don't know what he wants until I tell him what he wants. So
Right.
I'm intentional about positioning. I know what's happening in his world, not because I'm nosy, but if I know what's affecting him, I know how to feed him what I need. So I'm
For
intentional.
example,
Yeah. For example, he was
I
dating.
need an example.
For example, he has a heavy load. He was dating someone that he was going to marry. He had 2 aging parents in 2 different cities that he was taking care of. He's in entertainment, so he's traveling. He is pulled in so many directions. How do I make myself top of the list if he has all that going on? I'm intentional. I'm aware. We communicate. So I talk to his parents. I know what they're needing. I'm helping him with his dad, taking some of that off of him so that
for sure.
yeah.
I know
Yeah.
intentionally what's happening in his life.
All right,
So
give me DNA real quick.
D is desire. How do I make him desire to give me what I want?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a whole nother
give
art.
him nothing.
That too. That's part of that too. Another reason why I
Gotta
decided
flirt a certain way.
I had to take that off the
Do
table.
you?
Right.
How do you
Listen,
flirt a certain
to get
way?
what I wanted, I had to take sex and me as an option or object off the table. He respects me way more in the co-partnership because you can't just sleep with me and think we are all good.
All right, give me A,
The
boo-boo.
last one
at me.
is action. If I hit all of those other points, I get his action. I get what I wanted him to do. I get that particular action because I've covered those other bases.
But that's true.
Oh, there
At
we
the end of
go.
the day, that's all you want
Yeah.
from your co-partner or co-parenting. I need an action. I'm not contacting you just to talk or because I want to be in communication. I need something from you as my partner in this situation.
Absolutely. All right, well, I'm waiting for that book.
Okay.
Ladies, great
Yeah.
job parenting, and I wish you all the success in co-parenting or parenting solo successfully. All right, coming up next, I'm heading behind the bar with my guy Jason Hayes to make a mezcal raspberry paloma. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about co-parenting with the ladies, but I'm behind the bar now with my guy Jason Hayes, and you're here to do what, baby?
Back that glass up.
That's right. And on theme, you made it a mezcal paloma because a mezcal is the parent of tequila, which is what is traditionally used for a paloma, right?
That's it. Tequila is technically used for the paloma, but thought I'd up it a little bit like normal.
Perfect.
you
What's
know?
in this?
So we've got the fresh grapefruit, some raspberry, throw a little spaz in there, some fresh lemon juice. I'm gonna muddle up the raspberry, the lemon juice, add a little squirt, top it off, and then pow, ready to
Bada
go.
bing, bada boom. All right, make it for me, boo boo.
All right, so a handful of these
All right, so I
raspberries.
brought you on because I know you a single dad, right?
Full-time single dad,
Full time?
full-time. I've just me and my baby girl.
Wow. So does that mean you have full custody, or she lives with you? What's the arrangement?
Well, I don't have full custody. So I still have, I do have predominant custody, 51%, but due to certain things I won't completely
no,
get
no,
into.
we ain't got to disclose here, baby.
Yeah, it is just me and baby girl full time, you know.
Gotcha. Did you resonate with what the ladies were saying?
A lot, yes, on both ends of it. Like even though I'm the male counterpart, it's still been pretty much the exact same thing. You know, you have the teachings, you have the disciplines, and like whether it's male or female, the child comes first, and you have to make sure that that's what it is, whether it's co-parenting or not. You have to make sure that your child comes first in all instances.
All right, so any tips for people handling co-parenting?
Patience is a lot of it. You have to have patience. A lot of times you have to be able to forgive when it's not ready to be forgiven. But also the biggest thing that I've learned is there's always a line that you just can't cross. And once you get to that line, you have to know when to stop it, because again, child comes first, So, here's this margarita, the parent of the tequila. Well, margarita.
Mezcal.
Paloma.
Oh, Paloma's the parent of a margarita?
I mean, in a sense. But I typically just make margaritas all day at work, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can find Jason at Pistoleros, where they have a blackberry version of this Paloma.
Yeah, I can make a blackberry version if you want one.
Bada bing, bada boom, add some squirt on top.
And
you have a beautiful garnish, don't you worry.
all right.
And you have a beautiful garnish.
There it is.
And you have a beautiful garnish. It's a crown for the mamas in the building.
There
oh,
it
cheers.
is. Cheers,
To
ready
being
to go.
a good co-parent.
Cheers, good co-parent.
All right, well, and cheers to you at home. If you're co-parenting, best of luck, baby, because it ain't easy, right,
It's
ladies?
not
It
easy.
ain't easy. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow when I've got the dads in the building to talk about the same subject. We'll see what they have to say. See y'all tomorrow.